You're going to need proof that it boomerang, so here you go. Right back at you. Okay, today we'll be folding Backlash. Backlash was a great glider slash boomerang plane by Josh of Origami Aviator. Well, I think that's his name. I don't know. He deleted his channel and all his planes kind of disappeared. But this is one of his best planes, I think. I wanted to show. Anyway, it comes as a boomerang version and a glider version. So let's start. We start by using an 8.5 by 11 inch sheet of paper. We're going to fold this raw edge to that raw edge, doing the hot dog fold, also known as the book fold and taco fold in origami. We have a long rectangle. We're going to unfold that. We have a valley crease right now, but when we flip it over, it becomes a mountain crease. Then you take this short raw edge and you're going to fold it over to the other short raw edge, another book fold. Okay, line up your corners well before you crease here. And we have, now when you open it, we're going to have one valley crease and one mountain crease, which is what you want. Okay, so keep it like that. We're going to take, I'm going to rotate it this way so I can see it better. You're going to take the raw edge now and you're going to fold it to the folded edge. So it should look like that. Okay. Then you're going to take this flap and you're going to flip it up like that. And you're going to flip it over. Okay. Now you're going to take this raw edge and you're going to fold it all the way to the folded edge, making what looks like an envelope. Okay, crease. Then you're going to unfold that and unfold this too. You should have this the middle crease between these two creases. The middle crease should be a mountain. We're going to pull up on that mountain on this natural bend here like that. And now we're going to do an important step in all of origami, and it's called flip it over. So we'll flip it over. Alright, so now we have, I'm going to rotate it this way. You'll notice that there's a raw edge here and a raw edge here. And when we fold this over, it's going to have like a zigzag section, as you can see. We want to take this raw edge to the center crease, like that. But we're not going to crease anything yet. We're just going to line it up. And we're only going to crease this section here. And this, fold this down for now. And pinch all the way this way to here. Stop. Right where this folded edge is. From this half of the plane you were folding. Now we're going to take our finger and we're going to stick it in the first part of the zigzag here. And we're going to try and convince this raw edge to pull out this way. This is, we're swiveling this thing out. This is called an asymmetric squash. We are squashing this guy down from this tip of this mountain or triangle to this corner in the front. So I'm going to pinch crease the front, pinch crease the tip. And now I want to connect the two together in one straight line from here to here. Then I'm going to take the slack and I'm going to push out on the slack. Okay, okay, I'm going to do the same on the other side. So I'm going to rotate it 180 degrees. Take this raw edge and line it up with the other raw edge in the center. But we're bending here because we're trying to make this guy reach over to this side. But make sure you line up all your corners. This raw edge should be landing on the raw edge underneath it. And we're creasing only to this point here where you can feel where the heavy letters end. And that's what crease we want to make. Then you're going to stick your finger in this section here. If I'm going too fast for you, go ahead and stop the video, rewind and play it again. We're going to take this guy, we're going to push this guy out. We're squash folding this guy out this way. So it's kind of like a swivel fold, but we're not swiveling anything. We're just kind of just pushing this out and we're pinch creasing there. Pinch creasing on the tip to make that one crease here, and now we just push the extra slack out to finish the asymmetric squash fold. Okay. Now we have this cool shape. This is the same fold you would do if we were doing an origami dress. We have these two diagonals that come out that end up being Backlash's wings. So I'm going to rotate it up 180 degrees so you can see it from here. There is a this angle here. There's this. Notice that we're all 3 of these folded edges meet, that is something we need to look at. That's a reference point. There's the other reference point on this side. We're going to make a crease folding this way, and you'll notice there's a folded edge behind this fold we're going to make, and the crease should land right on that folded edge like that, from this corner to this corner. I'm going to nail that flat because we're going to need to see this in the next step. We're going to unfold that. Now there's a crease going this way across. We're going to take this raw edges, all of them, and we're going to fold them close, super close to the line without touching it. We need a slight gap there because we're going to end up rolling this in the next step. So let's make this crease first, creasing all the way across, like so. Unfold this guy. Now we have this crease here. Okay, these creases matter. Put your finger right where this intersection is, intersection of folded edges. We're going to pull and pinch at that junction, and we're taking this corner and we're landing it somewhere on this crease here, this valley crease. I put a line there so to help you, the camera, see where that crease is, and it's right about there. We're going to then take this same side, we're going to pull this corner in this way. So I'm going to take this guy out of the way first, put my finger there, pull on this side, pinch it, and now land this corner on that side of the model. So I'm going to hold it down, I'm going to push this slack out of it, push all the air out, and nail it down. So I'm going to fold in on both of them, but first I'm going to show you this crease here is something we're going to fold down on, but I want to fold in the doors first. We're going to establish a crease on top of these 2 layers. It doesn't matter which side is on. We're still going to crease it all the way this way. Make sure this raw edge does land before this crease here. We want to still be able to see that line. But we're going to finish the crease here, and we're going to roll it in. When I roll it in, these corners are going to tuck inside the pockets. So I'm going to take this guy, slip him under one of them. Then I'm going to focus on this side. So I'm going to push down on this guy while pulling out on this guy. And we're going to sneak it in ever so gently. And now it's locked together. Okay. And you'll be noticing that there's a little bit of bubbling in here. We're not going to push out on that yet. I want to lift it up off the table and then flip it over. Now we have to establish a crease on the layers that are inside this thing. So I'm going to close it carefully on that line that's our existing valley crease that's already there. And we're creating creases inside the paper on the layers that don't have that crease yet. You will notice that when we do that, there's this flexing in this area here, and that's normal. Don't just smash it shut just yet, because we want it to crease at the same rate, so it doesn't create any inaccuracies in our model. Go ahead and taco fold this guy, just like that. I'm going to put it down on the table, and I want to show the next step. Now we're going to need a centimeter at the front to do our wing crease. So I'm going to take this here and I'll show you exactly what a centimeter is. Okay, centimeter is right about there. Like that mark right there is a centimeter. We're going to have another mark in the back of the model, and I have this nice mat behind me, the same one Josh uses. So I'm going to put the plane on here. We're going to do 1.5 inches, so that would be 1.5 inches. And I got to connect this centimeter here, line going straight back to that 1.5 inches. So I can use this here to place on both of these guys, and then I can just crease all the way straight to the back like that. But I don't really need that, or you don't really need that. You can simply just push down on here and here and slowly fold this back to that point there, and I think I can do it without needing the ruler. So yep, that looks just about right. You want to try and beat up these layers here, but you don't want to fall off these layers. There's a ledge right here. If you fall off, it's going to push an inaccuracy in the middle. I don't like folding my planes like that. So I'm going to continue from this middle of the plane outwards this way. Oh, this crease here should be a valley crease, by the way, and that does matter later on in the model. So if yours is a mountain, go ahead and open that up and fold in on it like that to make sure it's a valley. Some people get lost on the way, and I just want to make sure that this is indeed a valley crease. All right, so we're going to flip it over, and oh, sorry, I'll flip it over that way so you can see it better. We're going to fold in, and we're going to match this corner to that corner, and this corner to that corner. Let's do this. You ready? Fold in like this. Match up the corners. There's one. Push down on the heavy layers and stop right there. You don't want to fall off that way. As you can see, I crinkled just a little bit over there. You don't want any crinkles because they cause some problems when you're trying to throw your plane. Okay, so crease from about that middle line outwards to there, making sure that this corner is landing directly on that corner. That guarantees that our plane will be symmetrical. All right, so maintaining symmetry, we have an almost completed backlash. All we need now is to put up elevator here. So just lift up on the trailing edge, and that's going to cause some lift. Using these elevons, your plane will be able to last longer in the air. It's like air ramps. When the air hits it, it pushes the nose back up in the air. I teach all of my students that. And here we are. This is a completed backlash, but if you want to do the boomerang version, I use this ruler here, and there's my pre-measurement right there. And as you can see, it's right on that little scratch mark I made. And there's 2/3 of an inch. I'm going to use this to make the mark so you can see it a whole lot better right there. And we're going to fold in on this mark, and we're landing this raw edge on itself, and we're creasing it very hard, nailing it down this way. Okay, so now we have that. Then we're going to roll in on this raw edge here like so, also landing this on the raw edge underneath of it. But this second crease is going to be a light crease. The first crease was a nailed crease, very hard. The second crease, you don't want it to be as hard, so we're going to actually rub that out a little bit. So when you look at it, it does have that slight angle, as you can see. And that's what we want. We want it to be, this angle to be 90 degrees and this angle to be 45 at least. Anyway, let's copy it on the other side. To copy it on the other side, what you have to do is you have to fold your plane like this. And we're going to fold on this guy, flip it over. And now we're going to hold it down and we're going to pull back on this guy. We're going to land it right on that folded edge behind of it, making sure that this is also lining up as well. And then we're going to crease on here like so. Then we're going to unfold this guy here like that, and now we're going to establish the second crease on this layer. So using this raw edge, we're rolling up on that raw edge, making sure that it's straight and landing also on this raw edge on itself, just like we did on the other side, making a light crease, not a heavy one. And then rub out a little bit, maintaining that same angle on both sides. So you should have even sides like this. And that's how you create the boomerang version of this plane. Okay, so if you wanted to boomerang and it's not boomeranging, what you can do is you can take this small section here, a little elevator, sideways elevator on it like that. What it does is it forces the plane to make the turn more accurately so you can catch it. And here we go, just like that. And it should come back to you so you can catch it like I just did. See? And just keep throwing it the same way and it'll always come back. I know you need proof that this thing boomerangs, so here it goes.